Hey guys, in this video I will talk about how we can get better in Rainbow Six Siege, and by doing that I will show you how we can what the difference is with attachments on weapons and what operators you should choose. So to give you a quick rundown of who to choose, I will put it on the screen right now. So these are just like my quick recommendations if you don't want to watch like a lot of my video. So just see this and just choose if who you want. Remember, this is like kind of subjective who you want to be, and it's more like personal preference who you think is the best. Okay, so if you don't know what operators to choose, I have some recommendations for like the attacking side and the defender side. So if you're on attack and you don't really know what to do, so if you just want to rush in the site or just be fast, I just I would recommend you to become like a character like Ashe, as she has free speed and has a kind of decent weapon. Or I would recommend you choosing IQ, as I believe she's currently really strong, and she has free speed and has a really good weapon which can two tap one armors. And I would also recommend you to pick Amaru, as she has an LMG and a secondary SMG, and she can has the grappling hook which lets her just go into sight without ever going inside. And if you either want to support your team, I could recommend you being Montaigne, as he's currently like a kind of good operator. His shield, if they know what to do, they can kill you with a bug, but that is kind of like cheating. So they and it and it isn't really well known. And his pistol, it works, but just use Montaigne if you just want to push into site and clear the site with minimal casualties, and just with one man, and the rest can like stay behind to hold the angles for him. And either if you just want to, so you can either pair this with Montaigne or someone else, as Finka, her ability is to heal others. So if someone is in need of healing, she can just use her ability and everybody will get healed. And her weapon, the recoil is kind of bad right now, but if you can control it, I would definitely give this one a go. And if you want to be annoying, you can choose Ying, as her Candelas are really annoying for the enemies and kind of for your teammates, but as you don't get flashed, it's really good if you just want to push in and try to clear sight or just try to plant. And if you either want to support your team, I could recommend you being Montaigne, as he's currently like a kind of good operator. His shield, if they know what to do, they can kill you with a bug, but that is kind of like cheating. So they and it isn't really well known. And his pistol, it works, but just use Montaigne if you just want to push into site and clear the site with minimal casualties, and just with one man, and the rest can like stay behind to hold the angles for him. And either if you just want to, so you can either pair this with Montaigne or someone else, as Finka, her ability is to heal others. So if someone is in need of healing, she can just use her ability and everybody will get healed. And her weapon, the recoil is kind of bad right now, but if you can control it, I would definitely give this one a go. And if you want to be annoying, you can choose Ying, as her Candelas are really annoying for the enemies and kind of for your teammates, but as you don't get flashed, it's really good if you just want to push in and try to clear sight or just try to plant. And if you want to breach into site, I could recommend you becoming Thermite, as even Thermite, you should choose him if they're outside and there's walls outside, because then they can shoot him. As Thermite, he has to go to the wall and to plant this thing to his explosives. And if the wall's on the inside, I would either recommend you choosing Ace, as he can just throw his gadgets, or Hibana, as her ability is much better than Ace's to destroy hatches. So if you're planning to go for hatches, I would recommend you to choose Hibana. If not, then I would say you should go Ace, as I believe his weapon and like I just believe his Ace is better than Hibana right now. And if you're not an attacker and you are on the opposite side, which is the defense team or defenders, I would recommend you to become either someone like Capcan, if you want to be an entry denier, so we can deny their coming into sight. So Capcan, he has these EDDs, and you plant them like at the wall, and they are kind of hidden, so they are usually really good. Like if they have a entry fragger like Ash, and she just doesn't clear and just runs into sight, as that will like most likely kill her, as she just has one armor and she should and these do kind of a lot of damage right now. Or if you want to play time and try to keep him out of sight, you can either choose Smoke, as his shotgun it's super broken right now. He has a really good secondary SMG, and the smokes are just wonderful at like scaring the enemies off. Or if you like want to support your team, you can either choose a character like Clash as her shield and her SMG, or shotgun if you want to use that. They can be really effective in getting those enemies away. And her shield, it is like kind of like Montaigne's one, but it's electrified, so it keeps like the attackers much more scared, and it's so much harder to attack a Clash than a Montaigne. And you can also choose Ela as a entry denier if you really feel like it, as her abilities in like her ability is a Grismot Mine, and it kind of like stuns the enemy. It was better before, but it still works right now, as you can now have like a confirmation that, oh, they're coming there, I should go there and hold that angle. Or if you kind of want to roam, you can either choose someone like Vigil or Kavira, as they're currently, in my opinion, one of the best roamers in the game. So when you go into the shooting range has like one main component, and that is like the main part of it, the name, shooting range. So like now I'm going to choose a operator known as Sophia. She has the gun known as the MN762, and I'm currently using the 1.5x magnification scope, or the 1.5 ACOG, and I'm using a flash hider and a vertical grip and a laser. This one isn't really useful, but I recommend you can use this if you like want to hip fire a lot. So now I'm gonna press ready. So now we're loading, and this will now bring us to the main section of this gun range. So here we have like two different zones. One where we have like a dummy test all, like so you can like test how you like how your aim is on different ranges on actual people. Or here you can just like test how you control or how the different spread on the guns are. So right now I'm just gonna press and I'm gonna shoot 2 times, one here and one here. So here we go. So as you can see, like it has like a lot of forward like upward momentum, and then it's kind of like if you control it well enough, like it evens itself out. And like now we'll do like a second try. So this try I was actually like more prepared, so you can now see like it's a more or less spread. Like it doesn't go as far up as it did like on test 1, and for like a more general test we can just now just show you like by just not controlling it and just like letting go. So you can see the distance between, this is like how far your bullets are. So each time a bullet fire is like if the gun jumps like up this, so you need to constantly like move down the mouse in like a perfect almost perfect manner if you like want zero recoil, but that is like impossible since the recoil is mostly randomized, and low recoil is really hard to get with some weapons. And as you can see, this weapon has like a lot of like upwards recoil, and then it can like deviate to the left or in some cases to the right. So now you can see like the small arch right here. That is something that happens usually when with these type of guns.